What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder replay video. It's going to be Blackbeard versus Bonney. The Blackbeard player is around 5,000 million berry bounty, and the Bonney player is around 3 to 3,500 million berry bounty. So decently high ranked. Let's look at the list. It's going to be a fairly standard Bonney list, if there even is one nowadays. They're going to have 2 of the 10 drop Dofi, 3 of the 8 drop Kid, 2 of the 9 drop Zoro, 4 Hody. I believe that is 3 9 drop Shanks, and only 2 Smoker. Otherwise decently standard. I believe 3 of the event. But yeah, otherwise decently standard. And then the Blackbeard players on 2 Devon. They are on the I bid 500 million tech. So 4 of that for the trigger, which should be good in this matchup probably. Otherwise only 1 liberation and 4 of the Shiru. So seems pretty standard otherwise. So let's get into the game. Bonney is going to mulligan into their Zoro, so that's pretty good for them. It looks like Teach kept their hand. They do have the Burgess and the Black Hole. Bonney's just going to pass on 1. Teach will use their event and take a 10 drop Teach. Pass turn. Bonney's going to top deck the 1 drop Bonney, going to swing 6 at life. Blackbeard takes that damage, and then Bonney will just use their searcher, search for a Bartolomeo blocker. Pretty good in this situation, if they don't kill the Bonney, which they always will. So he's just going to swing 5 into Bonney. Play Burgess, pass turn. Seems pretty standard. Looks like Bonney is just going to play the Smoker, restand the Dawn after swinging 5. Getting a Van Augur out of the opponent's hand. I believe they should only have 1 Dawn standing, by the way. But Smoker will restand the Dawn. Teach is going to play Hachinosu. So they're going to play their Searcher event. Find the Hachinosu, trash a Black Hole to draw into a Shiru. Then they're going to swing 7 with their Burgess. Bonney will leader ability, tap their leader, and then they're going to play the other Burgess. And then Teach will trash the Shiru to give Bonney the Black Hole. Bonney will now just swing 7 at life with their Banish Smoker and hit a Kuzan out of life, I believe. And then just go 5 with leader. I believe they counter out of the Smoker hit. I can't tell if they counter out of the Smoker hit or the Bonney hit, but regardless, Bonney's going to be able to play this Hody and swing another 8 at life, and then restand a Dawn with the Smoker ability. So not looking great for Blackbeard. They just can't seem to survive long enough to get their Teaches out. But they will be able to play Lafitte here. Take another Shiru. They're just going to try and kill the Smoker with one of the Burgesses. They're going to swing 13 into 7. Of course that goes through, but Bonney can tap the other Burgess. And then Teach is going to go 5 at life. Bonney will counter out. Hold up 2 Dawn. I'm not sure if they're actually holding up 2 Dawn or not. Because there are so many bugs on this replay. But, you know, as I say many times, fair enough. It's a new system. Eventually all the bugs will be gone. And Bonney's just going to go for game. They're going to go 11 and 11. So 11-11. Teach is going to have enough to get out of the second 11. So they are going to survive another turn. And they're going to 10 Dawn. So that's pretty scary for Bonney that they actually had the counter. But now Teach is down to literally 0 counter. But Bonney did not hold up a Dawn for their leader ability. They're going to swing. I'm not sure how much these Burgesses are. Oh, 10. into 8, I believe. And Bonney is going to be able to counter out of both 10s. But Teach is just going to play their 10 drop, stun the Hody. I guess fair enough that Bonney didn't keep the Dawn up because Teach would have negated it. I didn't even think about that. Plus, you obviously are trying to kill them anyway. So yeah, as long as Bonney can live a turn, then they should be able to win here. They're going to go 5. They're just going to block with the Teach. And play their Zoro, hold up a Dawn for leader ability. Pass turn. So pretty scary here. But they literally cannot die, I guess. So fair enough. Bonney has the 2k counter for the 5k leader swing. Otherwise, they can take everything else because they have to play their Teach to negate the leader ability. So they're going to play their Teach, negate the leader ability, negate the Zoro, swing 5. They're going to counter out of that. Swing, you know, however, it could be a billion, a billion, a billion, a billion, and it's just not enough. So they are going to hold up double blocker here, though. And black hole them, so Hody Jones is turned off. But they do have the rush with the Hody Jones, and I think that's going to save them. So luckily, Bonney top decked that Hody Jones out of life so that they can win this game. Otherwise, it was cooked. So they're just going to go 7, block 8, block 8, and Bonney wins. Wow. So Bonney got pretty lucky getting that Hody. You can just see how bad the matchup is for Bonney throughout this game. Is that even though they were, you know, doing everything right, they just needed that second Hody or they lost on the spot, even with establishing a Zoro and having Hody Smoker. So yeah, it's a tough matchup, but luckily they got there because they got to top deck that other Hody. Either way, GG's to those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.